Democracy in northeast Syria is under violent attack again as government forces have launched a massacre against the Kurds. Chris got the details from Syrian expert Charmaine Hedding.
Charmaine Hedding, thanks for joining us. You're the president and founder of the Shy Fund, and you're there in the Washington, D.C. area, and you're going to be speaking about northeast Syria. Tell us what you know about the latest in northeast Syria.
Chris, we are sounding the alarm in northeast Syria. At this point, even though there's a so-called ceasefire, the Syrian army is attacking the Kurds over the Euphrates. We've been calling for them to remain back and not go into the Kurdish areas. We're particularly concerned because there are a lot of Muslim background believing Kurds that have been able to freely worship under the Kurdish region in northeast Syria. They are under severe danger because, as you know, the Syrian army has integrated former ISIS and other jihadis into their army, and they are looking to attack especially any people who have become believers in Jesus Christ.
I know you've been there many times, and we have reported CBN News what really had become an autonomous area where freedom of religion, really for Muslim background believers, Yazidis, Kurds, a real beacon of democracy there. Is that area under threat right now?
This is the exact area that is under threat, and we are here in DC to sound the alarm on behalf of the Kurds, of the Muslim background believers that believe in Jesus who live in this area, and of really this model that has been, as you said, a model of democracy for over 10 years while also fighting ISIS. And yet we are watching as the Syrian army is ruthlessly taking over these areas with radical groups that are already seeking out people, asking where are the missionaries and who's missionizing.
What does this say about the new Syrian regime and also Turkey?
Turkey and Qatar, we say Turkey is the muscle, Qatar is the financing. They are definitely behind this. They are moving to put in a Sunni caliphate in this area with Jalani as the very pliable head of it. We are very concerned about how he has integrated all of these radical Islamists into his government. And we're concerned that he is another authoritarian state, just like the Assad regime, instead of a decentralized area which has equal citizenship for all and where local communities are able to have local run governance and security.
What kind of support are you getting on Capitol Hill, or what do you anticipate up on Capitol Hill?
We've just seen today that there's a proposal being put forward to save the Kurds. And so we understand that we do have some friends who see through Jalani and the Syrian government and how they are breaking these ceasefires and attacking the religious minorities in Syria to put in this authoritarian jihadi rule. But then on the other side, we are concerned about people like Tom Barak, who is the special envoy to Syria, who does seem to have a blind spot for Turkey and for this new authoritarian radical regime.
And finally, Charmaine, how can people pray?
Pray for northeast Syria, pray for this area that has really held democracy and given freedom of religion and belief, including the ability of Kurdish believers to freely worship. Pray that we will be able to hold the radical Islamic groups back and to keep the Syrian army away from the area of northeast Syria so that they can continue this model of democratic governance.